Hey Sunshine, welcome back to another pick a card reading. If you've never been here before, hi, hello, how are you? I'm the Sunrise Psychic, and today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading. If you've never done one before, don't panic. It's really easy. All you have to do is select from pile one or two and then skip to your part of the video. The timestamp will be in the description. Let's get started. Those of you that picked pile one, hi and welcome to your reading. As I was shuffling your cards, I definitely feel like you're about to come out of a cycle, and then this card sort of popped out literally as I was thinking it. So definitely coming out of a cycle now. I feel that this has been a very emotional cycle for you, but at the same time, I feel a lot of healing has happened. I'm seeing that some of you have been through a divorce or a breakup. Some of you were dealing with the loss of somebody, maybe the loss of a job even. But definitely, I feel like something came to an end. You lost something. But actually, I feel like you're going to gain so much more than you lost from this situation. And this new cycle has now started. It's just started, or it's starting now. And I definitely feel that so much is coming in for you. And it's definitely more of a positive time that you're coming into. I feel like, you came out of a very, sort of emotional time period, a very stagnant time period, maybe being quite introverted, spending a lot of time on your own. I'm seeing you sort of actually being a bit of a night owl, which is a bit of a random message that's just come through. I actually see you kind of, liking to be in solitude at night time when everybody's asleep, when it's quiet, when it's dark. I feel like that's when you feel the most safe. But I actually see you kind of coming out of that. I do see you also finding new love, which might be why you're coming out of that shell a little bit. I don't feel that you're needing, your soul's requiring you to spend so much time in solace on your own. I definitely see that coming to an end for you, which is really positive. Again, I feel like there's been a lot of healing going on with your inner child, and I feel like that inner child is about to come out, it's about to bloom. I feel like you're going to get some of your innocence back, be more social, and just not take life so seriously, which is really great. Because actually sometimes when we're kind of locking ourselves away all the time, this is actually what happens. It's actually self-sabotage, because you have a bright light within you. Like, I mean, look here, she's kind of covering it up. You're hiding yourself from the world. And I see that this group in particular, your energy is really beautiful, very gentle, very kind, very nurturing, very compassionate. And I feel like you really did not deserve, and a lot of people around you feel like you did not deserve what you went through, but actually it was for your highest and greatest good. Again, you really needed to heal some of those wounds. And I very much feel that you're coming into a time of a lot more innocence, because you know how it feels to be so heavy and not be able to go out and have fun, and I feel like that's really coming back for you, because you kind of lost that part of yourself so much. It's coming back with a vengeance, which is so positive. This card has come out twice, so clearly I can't ignore this one. Again, help from above. You're being really divinely guided. I see a lot of protective energy around you. I'm seeing a green aura and white as well, sort of like a emerald green. I don't know why that color's coming through. Maybe look it up and see what that color means. I definitely see that color around you a lot right now. So, definitely Google what that color means spiritually, because it's definitely relevant to you. Personally, I have no idea what that could mean, but it's definitely relevant to you in some way. So, definitely look into that. And I feel that you're just very much reconnecting with yourself at this time, which is super positive. So yeah, this is really beautiful energy, and I see this coming in pretty much immediately. So I'm really pleased for you guys. That was all I had for your reading today. I hope you enjoy, and until next time, I'll see you later. For those of you that picked pile two, hi, hello, and welcome to your reading. As I was shuffling your cards, I very much feel like you're in a, quite similar to the last pile in a way. I feel that you're actually coming out of a cycle now, which is actually really fantastic. But I actually see you sort of really following your heart at this time. And I really feel like something's about to happen that's really destined for you. I feel like this is fate. There's no way you can avoid it. You can't stop it. And this is a really positive experience coming in. I'm actually hearing the word arts, practicing art, especially if you're like a musician, you're a creative sort of person, maybe you're starting to post on social media. But I definitely feel like you're following your destiny now, and I feel that you're taking steps to that, which is super positive. And I actually feel like you've got some really great friends around you that are really supporting you, and I feel that on this journey you're actually going to make so many more friends, and this journey is actually going to be so beautiful for you. Also as well, it's worth mentioning, when I was shuffling these cards right before I started recording, I was yawning like mad. So you guys are tired. You need a good night's sleep. You definitely need to go to bed early. I feel like a really random message actually for those of you who are creative and this is about artistic sort of ventures. I feel like your most creative flow, like your heaviest creative flow, sort of happens at night, and I feel like that's really when your creative juices start flowing. And I think that it's actually affecting your sleep a little bit, because I do feel like you have a normal job, you know, kind of day-to-day job that you do outside of this, and you're very tired for it, and you know it might be affecting your performance in it a little bit. So just make sure you're getting a lot of sleep, get enough sleep, please. But you know, with this card, again, I see this kind of this venture, this hobby, whatever it may be, actually bringing you a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance, more than you think it will. I feel like, you know, I'm hearing the word wildest dreams, something that you couldn't even necessarily imagine. Now, I see this being a journey. I don't see it just, you know, sort of coming for you. Maybe for one or two of you, to be fair, now I say it, but again, most of you, this is sort of a journey again where I'm seeing with this bridge, and I definitely feel like you're going to enjoy every second of this journey, and you're actually going to love the fact that it's not coming to you all at once, and that you're actually having to build something, because I feel like it's actually going to mean so much more for you, because it was kind of, you know, a bit of a hike that you had to go on to get this, you know, to get to your goals. And I feel like, you know, if you had everything that you wanted now, what would be the point? And I definitely feel like you're one of those people who really appreciates things coming in one by one, so you can give that new thing that's come in all of your attention before you move on to the next thing. I feel that you're somebody that very much enjoys life. You're very free spirit, and I feel like because of that, you're attracting a lot of freedom to you, and you're actually attracting, you know, this very free life where you can kind of choose when you work for yourself even. And I see that really coming in very strongly for you. This is a very free, very beautiful, very sort of wild energy, but, you know, actually really grounded at the same time. This is a brilliant group, guys. This is a super positive energy, and I see this really coming in now. So definitely follow your heart. If there's something that you want to pursue, maybe you're a bit anxious about it, do it. If you are already pursuing it, that's amazing, and I can tell you now it's going to be really successful. So do not stop. It's going to be so good for you. So, and I'm really happy for you guys, and I'm sending you all the love in the world. That was all I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you then.